Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
Erin,
and Kat.
So, another episode of the Vampire Diaries. Episode 7, Masquerade.
Oh, that's what they were setting up for, wasn't it?
So,
I feel like Catherine's going to pop on in a little mask.
I've never been to a masquerade.
I have. I feel like I had it on for all of 30 seconds for a photo and then that was it.
Yeah, Masquerade Ball, because they haven't had an event for like an episode.
oh my god.
I know, last episode they were just setting up for an event.
Exactly. Because they had an event in the one before.
Yeah.
So.
God, and you haven't even... How do you have time to like throw birthday parties or do...
It's Tuesday party!
Because they've got loads and loads of money, so it's not like they have to go to work.
It's very much the Founders Council.
What jobs are they doing?
It's the Founders Council. Let's celebrate us.
It's like family money. Oh god.
Yeah. Okay. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe. In the comments, at this point, who was your number one cannot lose this character? Erin, one character.
Oh my god, I can't choose between Matt and Caroline.
JD, one character.
For me right now, it's Tyler. I need more from Tyler. I need this werewolfy story arc to come in. I'd ideally really like more werewolves and more witches. Bring them in.
It's called the Vampire Diaries.
I know, but it's all the myth of families.
Cat, one character.
Katherine.
Okay, fine. Oh, I'm going to say this Caroline.
Can't believe you would just let Matt go like that. You would just kill him off, wouldn't you?
Who's yours?
If he dies
Damon.
in this episode...
Okay,
Who's
of course,
yours?
yeah.
Damon.
Of course.
If he dies in this episode, it's all Erin's fault. Because she didn't want to save him. Just FYI.
Even Mary doesn't want to be near you now. So get me away from that evil woman.
Oh man.
Can't we just give her the moonstone so she'll leave?
No, Catherine's not getting dick.
No, because you killed Mason.
I'm gonna kill him. No, you're not gonna kill him. Don't give me that goody crap. You're not gonna kill him. Oh, really?
Because he is.
Because I am.
Alright. Who are you?
Okay, chill.
Do not sneak up on a vampire.
Don't attack a witch.
Oh, she got her own witch.
We're gonna kill Katherine.
Oh,
I can explain. We're gonna kill Katherine. Now, this works with compressed air. Trigger mechanism.
I'm loving this team.
I've gotta go. There's something I gotta do.
What?
Just something. I can't talk about it, but I've gotta go.
Read between the lines. Read between the lines.
You look good in the suit.
Oh my god, if he wears a bow tie, I'm gonna faint.
It'd be interesting if Bonnie is now going to... I'm assuming that if Bonnie learns that Katherine has her own witch, what's Bonnie's feeling has always been that vampires and witches didn't necessarily get along, but they kind of coexisted. But it would be interesting if she now sees an example of potentially, I don't know, I'm not sure what that is, but maybe a friendship between a vampire and a witch, and that can actually work. I don't know. I just think that'd be interesting to see another vampire and witch dynamic.
We've not seen Bonnie come up against a witch.
No,
We've only seen her with Grams. So.
Yeah, and that she went to spend time with her family, I think, who... Was she studying herself, or were they teaching her?
She was
I don't
studying
know.
herself.
Oh,
It's
okay.
only her Gran that...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. She's not. Does she know that other witches exist?
Yeah.
Or like, okay, so it is known that there are
Yeah.
others. Okay.
Don't know whether she would somehow be connected to Bonnie as well. Does Bonnie know all of like the witches in her family, or
Yeah.
you know,
Descendants kind
or
of thing.
the coven that they were all somehow like linked in
Yeah.
together, maybe.
Interesting.
But she called Elena. She called Katherine boss. So whilst we might say there is a friendship level,
It felt like a
There's
hierarchy
still-
there.
You really are hot in a suit. I would love to just Here's the deal. Do you know what you have to do?
I won't stop until he kills me.
God, you're hot. Now go away.
She's such a psychopath.
And I don't hesitate.
Damon is
Spent
Batman.
45 years loving her. It could happen. I won't hesitate.
Batman and Robin.
Oh my god, I love it.
Never ends off for people like me.
If you feel that way, why help?
Because I don't want anyone else getting hurt. And I don't know how to stay out of it.
It's nice hearing that from Bonnie.
At least it gives you kind of a reason why she's so conflicted.
Yeah, for sure, baby. Do you feel it?
What's the matter? You going?
Ooh, do you think she can sense
No.
the other witch?
Excuse me, do I know you?
No. I'm a +1, I know no one.
Just got a weird vibe. It's fine, David.
I like that as well, that she doesn't know what it is because
Yeah.
she hasn't had that before.
Even her walk is so different.
Yeah. We see something about there's this like croak in her voice.
Mm-hmm.
Her walk is very
Predatory.
Yeah.
Feline.
Yeah, I love your necklace. Oh, thanks. Oh, it's so twisted here. Let me. Here we go. Paralyzed from the waist down. And dead.
What? No.
Moonstone's nothing. Tick-tock.
Oh. He's now holding a dead
Yeah.
body in the middle of the dance floor. That's
Hey guys, I'm gonna.
She has no boundaries.
that is a big advantage for her, is that she doesn't seem to give a shit about getting caught of anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she's not trying to hide. She uses that.
This is exactly what I didn't want, Damon.
Bonnie's going to be out of the plan now.
Damage. Right, which is why we need to call it off.
Unless
What?
it gives her more resolve to kill Catherine, because Catherine's the one hurting people.
I got hocus pocus that isn't dead.
I don't know that stuff.
Maybe like the first one I learned. Maybe like a sex spell or something, I don't know. You want to dance or something while we're waiting?
No.
Oh, she's going to get distracted.
She's looking at what she used to be like involved in.
Where is she? I really didn't think that I'd be able to fool you, but I did it.
Oh, thank God.
What the?
That's my girl.
Hello, Catherine.
Goodbye, Catherine.
No chit chat,
Yeah.
just do it.
Oh, Jesus, they're connected.
What is that?
Oh,
Hey, what's going on?
do we think that Catherine knows about this?
Catherine.
You're hurting Elena. Everything you're doing to her is hurting Elena. Everybody go check on Elena and make sure she's okay. Go.
Let's all make sure poor Elena's okay.
Such a bitch.
You were right. Catherine had a witch link Elena to her.
There's another witch here. I'm gonna find her.
Oh, Witcher.
No.
Do this. Elena, listen to me. You know this more than I do.
I'm so glad you asked for pause. I just need to breathe for a minute.
So, Jeremy has a ring that stops him dying.
Yes.
Correct.
If he's murdered by a supernatural
Correct.
thing.
So if Elena puts the ring on and they kill Catherine, does that not protect her from dying? And therefore, have they not thought this through properly?
Yeah, if she puts the ring on and then they
Question.
carry on and kill.
But
But the ring is also by magic, so maybe it would depend on which magic is stronger.
the ring only works on humans.
Which Elena is.
She is, but she's the doppelganger. She looks exactly like Catherine. That can't just be
There's
normal.
got-
Do you know what I mean?
There's something you're not telling
But
us.
we've always known that there is.
There's got to be something.
There has to be a reason, some kind of connection that isn't just. I
Elena's
would.
an alien.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Her name
if-
is Alien.
I wouldn't be
Jumbled up.
surprised if Katherine hadn't, like, purposely created her or somehow or had something to do with it. No, I just... Can I just get a few bits of oxygen first before I continue to hold my breath for however long's left?
No one was going to do it,
You're
though.
like the Caroline of the group.
How proud she was, though. I love her.
I thought I was really good. She's like, I did it! Yeah. She went from like being like, "Ew," to then like all like weak and then
I
to being
think
like,
it was like a facing your fear for her, wasn't it?
yeah. And also another test and realisation of being a vampire, she's a lot stronger than she thought. So she went through this physical, which no doubt, yes, it still hurt and she probably was a bit scared, but she heals very quickly, you know what I mean? So she's learning actually she's tough.
And she knows that some people have genuinely got her back.
I also like the way she was just, bye.
Yeah.
But knowing that she can use the poor way people view her as a strength.
Yeah.
That's gotta feel,
Yeah.
you know, like a power move. Like, you've doubted me, but
Remember how your dad used to slap you around?
don't fall for it, Tyler. Come on.
Just having fun.
You've come a long way. I believe in you.
Get picture down, man. Okay, you need to calm your drunk ass down right now. Do something about it.
He's much more mature than he used to be though.
Yeah.
But is it also because it's Matt?
And he
It could
knows.
be. So I mean, he knows it's not normal behaviour for him.
Really hope it's not going to stop her.
But he knows what could happen if it goes south.
And she's holding him back with one arm.
She knows.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh!
Tyler, what's happening? What's happening?
No.
Yay. I did want him to become a werewolf because there's, you know, the story, it needs it, but I didn't want anyone to die.
It's your fault.
Sorry.
You feel that? You can trust me. Give it to me. It's okay.
Oh, that's some strong magic.
We're missing the...
You should have told me another wish was involved.
Oh.
I apologize for my involvement.
That is a walk as you walk away.
We need Lucy to stick around and hang out with Bonnie. So Lucy looked genuinely offended that Katherine had kept the information from her, almost like maybe they have some unwritten rule of, you know, I don't do that, I don't harm other witches or whatnot, or even that she's a Bennett, so maybe her family or her coven has, as you said, like loyalty to them. But she looked, do you know what I mean? I'm not sure what it is, but she looked genuinely offended that she was like, how dare you potentially make me go against another witch?
Yeah, you
who
put me in
I
a
would not have done
position,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's really cool.
Because she also said earlier, no one can know I'm involved, so there's obviously some kind of
So there's coven rules.
rules or
yeah.
something that then she would be
Yeah.
shunned.
They can see
Yeah, I
each
think
other's.
it was a...
You can, like how Grams could hold Stefan and see his nature.
Yeah,
She could see her.
Yeah.
There's no
Lucy's-
lies
yeah.
there. You feel the genuine
Yeah.
intentions. Yeah, that's cool.
God, this
It's
episode's
almost
been
like
a lot.
if only they'd have known that from the beginning. They'd be like, Lucy, yo, can you help us?
Guys, I need this episode to be over.
But if Lucy hadn't been there from the beginning, they wouldn't have had this problem because they would have just killed Katherine and it wouldn't have harmed Elena.
Yeah.
Too many threats. Too much going on.
Right, okay.
My mother is Joanna, first cousin twice removed from Pauline, niece of Sheila, aka
We're related.
Yeah, we kind of are. It's nice to meet you, Bob. You take care, cuz. Don't worry, you'll see me again.
How nice of her to not feel so alone.
Yeah.
When did you get your driver's license?
I feel like these two are going to go together.
Right home.
Did he just say I'm not a kid anymore, Bonnie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
I heard about Katherine. Is it true? Is she really gone?
Until I see it with my
Yeah.
eyes.
How? We just saw her sleeping.
I want to be with you, Steph, and you know that. But first, I need to wake up and know that the people that I love are safe. I need to feel safe.
I think it's fair to be like, let's not just rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a breath.
Need to process.
Yeah.
What's that expression? You don't want to count your chickens before they've hatched or whatever. You want to make sure everything is actually okay for them to
And plus, I think
potentially go back to being
when
together.
you're being mature about, we know we love each other, we know we want to be together.
Yeah.
But let's not, there's no like, but if you're not with me, you might be with someone else.
Yeah, us against the world, no matter who it causes anything to or costs. Is she now in the tomb? Where she was meant to be the whole time?
Where you should have been all along.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you'd have learned your lesson by now, messing with a Bennett witch.
Don't. You mean Elaine's in danger? Why do you think I haven't killed her? Because she's a doppelganger. She needs to be protected.
Or do we think there's more
I'll
doppelgangers?
protect her.
That's like some genuine fear on her part.
Yeah.
It's interesting because earlier they said to her, who are you running from? So if she's the doppelganger, will someone mistake her for Katherine?
Go straight to bed.
Ooh, don't look, Erin.
Don't like it towards something. I knew there'd be a mask that I wouldn't like.
But I love episodes like that because they're so fulfilling. You really get it's almost like you get so many answers, but then a lot more questions from that. But it is so fulfilling because you're just almost like, it's almost like you feel like you've just got into another whole chapter of a book. Like the amount of knowledge in such a short space of time.'re like, oh yes.
Can I have my fan?
She's been attacked.
Was it Matt in a suit?
Oh, everyone looking like snacks in this episode.
Oh, they were
Guys,
so-
girls, everyone
so
looked lovely.
Bond style, weren't
Yeah.
they?
And all the dresses.
The double crossing, the secret agents, the plan, the
Everyone looked
scheming.
lovely.
Yeah, so it all revolved around the plan to kill Katherine.
Which they would have succeeded, I think. You know what I mean? As in, up to
Yeah.
this point, I think I felt like she would have been too strong.
Yeah.
But actually, I think that they would have been able to overpower her and do it.
Yeah.
Well, they were pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And part of me also thinks of like, why didn't you bitches just all three of you sit in a fucking room and have this discussion ages ago? Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, then there would be no series. But it's almost like
do
if
you
they'd
mean?
have, well, if they'd have just,
Stephen Damon
and Katherine, if they'd just be honest with each other,
But that's
maybe
the one thing
they'll...
Katherine does not do.
Yeah.
They weren't all there yet.
Katherine was running from someone, so Katherine was not necessarily in the top power position that I was thinking that she was.
Yeah.
Well, haven't we always said we don't know who sired her? Because if that's their creation,
You
don't know.
Yeah, so we saw, obviously, we talked about Caroline doing her part in it. Bonnie, again, her magic has grown. The fact that she can do that spell to seal it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. I'm so pleased for Bonnie. And again, just at the beginning, I was like, one more witches and more werewolves, and I'm getting my wish. But yeah.
You're the reason we got the werewolf, damn it.
What I think
Yeah.
is good with Bonnie is that she's clearly, and she kind of says that to Jeremy a bit, she's been working on this by herself and not revealing generally to the group
How powerful
she is.
That's a very smart move. I always
Also, we
always think
found
that's a
out
good
that the
move.
reason why that Lucy was so upset was because she is related
Yeah.
to Bonnie, and therefore that's why she didn't want to go against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, I don't know if that automatically makes them part of a coven. Do you know what I mean? Because they're
But they're
family,
kin.
But
but
related.
they're definitely
that
linked.
was the
Yeah,
thing, 'cause-
and there is a loyalty there.
And either way, I think for Lucy, it's more of she's doing a favour to help Katherine, as in, I'm going against these vampires to help you. I'm not going against the witches.
Yeah.
I'm not going against my own.
Yeah.
What I'm doing, and that's why I think she was so how dare you not tell me because you knew I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Do it.
You can.
Yeah.
I'll come in as a contractor to help you do
Yeah.
this thing that you need, but you don't start meddling in my business. Like, my loyalties are set. Yeah.
Also interesting that she said to Bonnie, like, you're one of the good ones, you need to be in the middle.
Yeah.
So it means that she's wandered off the path before and now is like seen as an example of doing some good. Or which means that there's going to be, as we said, other witches out there that are going to...
And she said, "You'll see me again, cuz." So that's good, because I think that would be really nice for Bonnie to have someone around who can understand that, and they can. And I wonder how more powerful they are if they're together. If they wanted to do, that connection they
her
had.
and Grams.
Yeah, exactly. So if they ever needed to do a more powerful spell to protect the town or something, that would be good.
I also think for Bonnie, there's got to be a bit of, this might be someone who's on my side.
Yeah.
Because think about it, even though she's known Elena her whole life, is Elena going to side with me or is she going to side with Stefan if it came down to it? Like for her. And you know that Stefan has got Damon, he would always pick Stefan. And, Jeremy would always pick Elena. So for her, who's going to pick me?
And also no one's gone through what she has. She's the only one she knows about now that she doesn't have her Grams.
A bit like what Caroline went through in season 1 as a human problem of everyone always picks Elena. I'm never picked.
Yeah.
Bonnie's
Do you
now
know
in the
what I mean?
minority.
Yeah.
I love it when you see a character and they go away and you forget about them, and at some point, bam, she's going to come back in and we're going to be like, yes! And we're going to cheer. I love it because it just...
I really
adds a
liked
little
Lucy.
flavour.
I really liked Lucy because, again, it was like she was loyal to her own in a way, but she was very classy, I think, and even she said to the guy, she was like, I apologise for my involvement, but at the same time she couldn't get out of it because she was kind of contracted to pay back this favour. So I thought she was quite transparent, and she was neither a good person or a good guy or a bad guy, and I just thought it was a really unique.
Even when she said she
arc.
apologised for her part, and it's also Damon always give a shrug like, fair dues.
Yeah.
We've all
Okay,
been
cool.
there.
I think they were all just kind of like, okay, but you fixed it, so...
Yeah, we're happy with
Yeah,
the result.
it was a bit like, fair dues, we're cool.
Yeah, like, we're alright, Because at first, when she said she was going to give them the Moonstone, Damon said to her, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, she
very smart.
put a spell on it.
So to have put Katherine back into the tomb, as we said, it took Bonnie and Grams. So at the very least, it's going to be Lucy, probably Bonnie and Lucy. Who's in the know that Catherine's not dead?
We
Because
also haven't seen the tomb be resealed.
I think
Or is it
I think Bonnie has sealed it because she
Yeah.
sealed the room.
Oh, right, okay.
I
To
think
unseal it, wasn't it? Grams and Bonnie that unsealed
oh,
it.
true, actually.
Yeah.
But you did
So
see she went up and
Yeah.
when she was in the tomb, and then Damon's
Yeah.
That's enough of you, bye bye.
Toodle pip. But it's going to be nice for him. He's in a position of power now. He can almost go to her whenever he wants. It's going to be a problem.
Because she's obviously only sealed it for Katherine because he can walk in and out.
He didn't go in.
No, I think if he were to go in, he wouldn't be able to get
I
out.
see, right.
He probably
That's
just
why
chucked
that's
her.
why he stayed out. Yeah.
I don't think he would have been very delicate with.
Yeah. Also, they couldn't get out of the room either.
No, because do you remember when they went into
Damon
the tomb?
was
That
trying
was
to
when
stand
Bonnie
in-
and Grams had to open it.
Yeah.
No,
they
I
were
mean
in
the
it.
room when Bonnie sealed the room earlier.
No. it was
Yeah,
just-
no, they couldn't get out of it.
That's
Yeah.
why Caroline didn't go in.
Right,
Yeah.
okay,
Ben, Thingy didn't die.
Matt didn't die. Yeah.
It's good.
But you saw how Caroline picked up on the compulsion when he said,
Yeah.
I can't, I have to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very smart.
I love her, just her one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame for the poor girl that obviously was also compelled, but that was kind of an
She then
accident.
compelled Matt before she put him in the car to forget that she'd elbowed him in the face.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be interesting in the next episode to see if that picks up anything.
But they're layers and layers.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
Tyler obviously is not only now a werewolf, but Caroline knows, and he knows that she knows.
Yeah, so he's
So,
like, how did you
yeah.
know? What the hell are you?
Yeah.
He's going to be like, are you like me?
Or how do you know? Because she was
Yeah.
like, because he didn't believe her, did he? And
Yeah, he was
she
like,
was
oh, no, you
like,
don't.
healed yet? And he was like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
you do know, so.
Which is nice for him that if, in a way, sad that obviously this has happened, he's killed someone, so he's made this curse happen, but
Don't pretend you're
if
sad.
no, I'm not. Totally, I want it. But if he now finds out at least that if he's going to discover vampires or whatever, but again, he's not as alone anymore with someone else who has a supernatural thing going on because his uncle's fucked off as far as he knows.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden now he's not on his own. He doesn't have to go through it on his own.
And
in a
with
way.
the whole werewolf vampire thing, that they say natural enemies, he's going to be like seeing it as someone who he has known, who is still the same person. So he's not going to be coming at it like from the sheriff's point of view.
Vampires are bad, and he's
Yeah,
like,
and what-
that's Caroline.
When he'd grown up and joined the council, he would have been told,
Yes.
Yeah.
you know, so...
Propaganda.
But also, he hasn't questioned how Caroline moved so fast.
Or that she was holding Matt back with
she
one arm.
And he did, because when she knocked him out, he looked at her and went, how did you?
Yeah.
And then, of course, he got attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
all
the
gonna-
thoughts will have been there,
Yeah.
but
In the
probably
moment.
Yeah, there'll
Yeah.
probably be some conversation later. 'cause she-
Do you know what,
Took
though?
over.
You'll probably find in the moment, he's gone... There's been a bit of how she moves so fast, but then when you look back at it, you probably be thinking... It probably wasn't as fast as I thought.
Doubting
you know, you would
yourself.
doubt
Yeah.
yourself, because it
Yeah.
wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
and also he's not gonna. He doesn't have any knowledge about vampires move
Yeah.
quickly, this, that, and the other. He's not gonna be coming it from.
He doesn't even have full knowledge about what it means to be a werewolf.
No.
So,
So, I don't know, like, if they filmed this in different orders or whether there was long gaps, but Jeremy...
I was thinking at the beginning, both Matt and Jeremy, I was like, they're very healthy. They look like they've had a week or two off and then they've come back and they're looking healthy and mature. And I was just thinking,
He's been in the gym.
It's like they.
I
filmed the
think
first-
Jeremy and Bonnie are going to get together.
That's
Yeah.
cute. That's
But
nice.
it's like they filmed season 1 and a few episodes, and then they
And a
had a
little
little gap. And
Glad that, well, apart from Tyler, but most of that, in terms of how bad it could have gone of getting Catherine or not, that kind of ended up in a good place for Damon and Stefan and Elena, you know, because most of the time Catherine is,
has
well, apart from
was she
at the end
kidnapped or
there.
just grabbed? I don't know. Well, we've introduced a new villain now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wait, hang on. Did you say Catherine or Elena? Sorry.
Elena was-
just been kidnapped.
Right.
At the end there, the mask.
Was this why I said tell me? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I say go back to Jeremy. I feel like not only are we seeing like, oh my god, look at Jeremy, he's looking so hot. I feel like people in the show are starting to be like, okay, he's not a child.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's really holding his own, like letting him be involved in the plan.
Well, also, I don't think it was fair for them to all be like, oh no, you can't be involved, because that's quite patronising. He knows enough that it's not like he's going to be able to write all that off as coincidence or whatever. He is aware that something's happening, so it's almost... I was getting a little bit frustrated of like, I didn't think it was fair for them to be like, no, you just have to sit out of it. One, patronising, and two, he didn't ask for this information, but he has been dragged into it. So, and also he's not safer for you to keep him in the dark. If anything, I think you should bring him in because
Yes.
he's past the point of no return.
But we are looking at Jeremy, who is very clearly a guy in his 20s. He's playing a 16-year-old. So I think it's really hard when he doesn't look that age.
But I
And
mean,
they are trying to keep him out for his own protection, not
Yeah.
because they don't think he's
also-
capable.
so either compel him to forget what he's known so far, because that's what I mean. He's knowledge-wise, he's past the point of no return. So it's not fair for you to be like, oh, you know this much, but no, you just stay
But
in
they're
the
trying
dark.
to keep him out of, not in the dark, but out of dangerous situations.
But his curiosity of his knowledge thus far will keep him... So that's what I'm saying, is that it's not fair. You either have to compel him and get rid of it so that there's no curiosity there, or you have to bring him in so that he is safe enough that he can protect himself.
Okay, so let's not forget that this is Jeremy whose curiosity led him to wanting to be a vampire. Let's not forget this is Jeremy whose trauma led him to trying to kill himself. And also let's not forget he's been compelled once. Look how that went. And Elena is who they all, her word to Stefan and Damon, and then trickling down to everybody else is essentially gospel. Like what she says, she is essentially the lawmaker in that group. She's saying, this is my little brother, I want to protect him. They're going to go with
But that's
How
what I mean. So
wishes.
for her saying, "Oh no, keep out of it," I think that's kind of stupid at this point because you're like, "Well, that's not fair."
But the problem
'Cause
is,
he knows enough.
if you compel him to not know, he is in danger. Because he
So
doesn't have
so
the
then bring him into
information.
the fold.
But then they are within limits, as in they don't want to put him in danger, which I think is fair because I'd be the same for my siblings.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, that's what I mean. Like, bring him in, but just don't be like, "Oh no."
But
Which
they
obviously didn't work. Well, they were trying to at first, I think.
But
But,
also
obviously
he
he is brought into the fold, and that works out better because you've got more people on your side against sort of Katherine and to
I
help.
think they treat him though with the same fragility as they do Elena, because you've got vampire,
They're human.
witch.
Yeah.
Yes, he has a ring.
Mm.
Although, interesting fact, did he already pop that little ring on Elena's finger and she's taken that into her kidnapping situation? Don't know, I didn't see her fingers. So, that's something to maybe keep an eye out for.
Although the idea of that ring on Elena's finger while she's being kidnapped, like, that would fall off. You see the size of that ring and the size of her hand.
She'd be like this.
She'd wear it as a bracelet.
Yeah. You don't know, but yeah, at the core, yes.
He's like everybody's little brother, do you know?
Yeah.
He is, and there's reasons for it, but also I feel like the baseline being he can die and he can only protect himself to a point, and that needs to be factored in.
And I think that when it comes down to it, of the whole group, that is the one person that Elena can't lose. That's the one person she would protect over everyone else there. And again, over herself.
Yeah. Because you're saying about that plan, they were trying to keep her out of it, and he was involved in it.
And her main thing was, when she got there, was grabbing him and saying, like, what the hell are you doing involved in this? Right. Okay. So that was our reaction to season 2, episode 7 of the Vampire Diaries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.